G'day punters, Shane Money Crawford delivered again last week with another winning underdog. He reckons he's got a Sunday special for us this week. We look at all the big topics in footy, so join us as we go Inside 50. G'day punters, Nick Quinn and Shane Crawford here taking a look at all the big topics in footy in Tab's Inside 50. And Crawford, we're going to start by looking at the Adelaide teams. I haven't seen so much trouble in South Australia since you were born there.
Oh, hey, settled down. Born in Mount Barker. What a great little place that is. Yeah, the Adelaide Crows, I tell you what, they dropped their senior players and they didn't get the job done against the Blues. Pressure on to get the job done this week. And Port Adelaide, which Port Adelaide's going to turn up from week to week, no one really knows.
Can either of them make the finals?
Well, I like value, and looking at Port Adelaide, even though I don't trust them, they're $6 to make the final. So if they can beat Essendon this week, they then have a run of the Swans, North Melbourne and Freo. So all fairly reasonable games that they could possibly win. That's value for me.
Yep.
So I'm happy to have a little sneaky on them, just hoping they can get up over Essendon, and then I reckon they're almost there.
And the market might react so much, all of a sudden they'll be back into favourites to make the final. So Port a chance, and Adelaide, do they win this week?
Adelaide have to win this week. There's so much pressure on that club. They've just got to find a way to win. They're playing the Saints. I think they'll win, but won't be by a big margin.
Fair enough then. Both South Australian teams given a good push there by their favourite
Come on,
son,
SA.
Shane Crawford. Now we move on to the other team close to your heart, Hawthorn. Yes. Unfortunately, it looked like their season was done and dusted after they lost to Brisbane last Saturday, but other results went their way, meaning their finals chances are still hanging on by a thread. Will they beat North in Friday night footy? Oh,
this is going to be a tough game for me. I think the experience of the Hawks side should get them across the line. I just think it's going to be really close. I don't really want to play in this game too much. Yep. I think I'll just watch. But North Melbourne, for me, have been great improvers over the last 4 or 5 weeks under Reece Shaw. I like the way they're playing. They're tough, and it really is a line ball, this game. I don't think the Hawks will make the finals. I think they'll concentrate on next year when they get Tom Mitchell back.
Oh, Tom Mitchell. Any other whispers about personnel that might be added to the list?
Oh, they're after everyone. Anyone want to go to Hawthorn, they're after them. But they don't have the money to pay those other clubs.
Jeez, I'd like to play poker against you. Didn't give too much away there. We move on to my favourite segment, the bin or win. I throw the topics at you. You like it, it's a win. You don't, we're going to turf it in the bin.
Bin.
Collingwood to bounce back and beat the Suns by 40 or more.
Bin. What about the injury list of the Collingwood side? Out of form, and just to expect them to come back and just smash the Suns. There's a good possibility that'll happen, but I think they're just going to grind out a win. So I'm not very confident that'll happen, so I'm happy to throw that in the bin.
First one's a bin. Second one, Carlton to cover the line of just under 3 goals against West Coast.
Bin. Bin, because I think West Coast really want to play well at the MCG. I think it's at the MCG. Or maybe it's at Marvel. But anyway, I think it's in Melbourne somewhere. So I just think they're going to come over. They want to play really well and get that form going into the finals. So I think they can come over and have a good win.
Now we move on to the final one. Dusty Martin, 38 disposals and 2 goals in the win last week. Will he have 30 or more and kick a goal this week?
Kick a couple of goals, definitely. Probably have 30 plus. So that is a win for me. Dusty is on fire.
There we go. We finished with a win and Tiger supporters can smile. Now, winning underdogs, you have made this your own.
I have.
Said last
That's
week,
correct.
St Kilda at $2.50 was a great quote. They firmed and firmed and firmed.
How easy was that?
And they won. What have you got for us this week?
It was a very hard watch, though. There was a lot of mistakes from Melbourne and also St Kilda. I'm going to go with the Dogs. They're playing the Brisbane Lions at the Gabba, which is a very hard job, but they're playing some really good football, some tough football, and I think it's game on. Brisbane, of course, deserve to be favourites, but the Dogs can certainly give a bit of bite.
And if the Dogs win that, they're right in the hunt for finals footy.
Yep, and not only that, they could win a couple of finals games the way they're going at the moment. So their last 5 or 6 weeks is really good, tough, hard footy, exactly what you want for finals. So Brisbane have got to be switched on this week.
Funny season from the Doggies, losing to the likes of Carlton and Gold Coast, but they are coming right when it matters. Now we move on to the next segment, and this one is one where, well, we've nailed lots. We haven't nailed this segment. The first goal kicker. I think we're yet to break our maiden. Can one of us find a winner here?
But we love having a go, so that's what it's all about, having a go, and you just never know. I'm going to go Friday night's match, North Melbourne Hawthorn. Not sure exactly who's going to win the match, but I like Zurha. I think North Melbourne really pride themselves on Friday night footy. They want more action on Friday night, so I reckon Reece Shaw will have them up and about. They'll kick the first goal, North Melbourne, and I think Zurha can be the one at 11 to 1 on the tab odds. Why not? Get on the Zurha.
I'm also with an $11 pop. I'm going with Eric Hipwood to hopefully kick the first goal in the game Sunday between the Lions and the Western Bulldogs. My logic is they get the ball out of the middle quickly, kick it long, he takes the mark and kicks the first snag.
Good logic.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Now, speaking of things going wrong, we move on to the sealer. You delivered another winning best bet last week. Let's see what we've got for us this week.
All right, well, we think Geelong will win. They'll beat Fremantle. It's going to be tough because it's over there. So I think Fremantle can put up a fight. Can they win? No, they cannot. But they can keep the margin from being a massive blowout. So 1 to 39, $2.05 on the tab odds. Get on the Cats to have a nice win, a business-like win, come home and then focus on the rest half of the season.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think the Cats will win, and I do think it looks a good anchor for the multi-bet. So I'm going to take
here we go.
The Adelaide Crows. Just a double this week.
Adelaide Crows. OK,
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
No, I think I'll be getting the cash there, and you can turn your 5 into 10, and you can join us again next week on Tabs Inside 50.